Hey guys, it's Melvin70 and today I'm bringing you my match thoughts of the Manchester United versus Swansea game, obviously the opening game of the BPL. Now, the match hasn't kicked off but the lineups have been announced. Bearing in mind we've got a lot of injuries such as Carrick, Valencia, Welbeck, there's a few others that blew my mind, obviously Shaw, stuff like that. So yeah, in goal we've got De Gea, 3 centre-backs because obviously we're playing the 3-4-1-2 formation that we adapted during the pre-season tour. We're playing Jones, Smalling and Blackett. Then on the right we've got Lingard, on the left we've got Young. 2 centre-mids are obviously Fletcher and Herrera. Then we've got Mata, Rooney and Hernandez, which is kind of expected because players like Van Persie and stuff, Van Gaal said we're never going to play because he's not up to full fitness. And then other players like Januzaj and Fellaini are on the bench. The bench is Amos, which basically means that Lingard is going to be sold since his agent says that he wants to leave anyway, which is fair enough. James, Keane, Fellaini, Kagawa, Nani and Januzaj make up the bench. Now, you know what, there's a lot of youngsters in there, there's a lot of people that you wouldn't really class as having BPL experience or a lot of it in their first teams, obviously reserve teams and under 21s and everything they make. But you know, a couple of them like Blackett I've been really impressed with in pre-season, and you know, give them a chance, why not? I obviously understand why Van Gaal doesn't want to play Van Persie and etc. Doesn't want to run him out. If we played Van Persie and he wasn't fully fit, he'll probably get injured and then we're fucked in terms of that, because then Hernandez, we've only got Hernandez and Rooney, because James Wilson is also injured, I believe. So, you know, he's had to do that and I trust him. Hopefully we can get the result. I'll be back either for the half time or for the full time. It just depends on how I feel, I suppose. Right, so as everyone will already know, we lost 2-1. Not the greatest starts to the BPL, but I just don't understand what the fuck happened. The defence was just so bad. The only player that was actually defending was Jones. Smalling was absolutely useless. Blackett, he's a youngster. Again, he was only brought in because of Evans being injured, who isn't good. Sorry, but if we do not sign anyone in this fucking transfer window now, we're fucked. Ed Woodward needs to pull his finger out of his fucking arse and actually start signing people. This is a kick up the backside for us. We need signings now. I'm sorry, we don't have the quality. We've got injuries to Shaw, Welbeck, Evans, Carrick, blah blah fucking blah. That's all it is. Seriously, injury after injury. We've got no depth. Nothing at all. Youngsters were playing. Lingard went off injured on his debut for Manchester United. I mean, I'm all for giving young talent a chance, but the oldest player on the pitch there was Fletcher. And then I think Rooney's the second, if I'm right, because Evans isn't there. Rooney's what, 27, 28? Mata's 24. Yeah, I generally think Fletcher and Rooney were the 2 oldest players. Everyone else is unbelievably young, like is under 27 or something. It's just ridiculous. We have no experience. We have no huge players. Van Persie obviously isn't fully fit, so the system that we've devised hasn't even been used with what it's been intended. Van Gaal built the 3-4-1 system, 3-4-1-2 system for Mata, Rooney and Van Persie to play in the same system. They haven't even played. Hernandez was absolutely bullshit. Honestly, Wilson's injured as well, our little striker starlet, I suppose, as well as Welbeck. So we had 2 strikers to choose from. That is it. We changed the stuff and we managed to get a goal back, but we got hit on the counter-attack again. Literally 2 counter-attacks. This is the exact same as happened last season. We need defenders, we need CMs, we need wing-backs. Honestly, the club at the minute just needs to sort it out. The manager can only do so much. I've been impressed with what Van Gaal's done, and even in this game, you know, the attacking looked as though we could be slightly a threat, if that makes sense. But it was just too slow. The build-up play was too slow from the back. The players were just far too content with passing it sideways instead of trying to break through. There was a couple of little one-touch interplays between Mata, Herrera, Rooney and Januzaj when he came on, and they were pretty good. But the rest of the team, Fletcher was really bad. Young had a poor game and a bird shat in his mouth. Hernandez, there's no point in even talking about how bad he was in the game. De Gea couldn't really do anything about either of the goals, to be honest. The positioning for The second goal, he was running into it and, you know, couldn't do anything, was 8 yards out. The defence, Jones was the only performer. Honestly, Jones literally worked well when he was pushed back to right back and centre back. Smalling, disappointing. Blackett, disappointing. You know, it was just pathetic. And this is a kick up the arse. This is maybe the kick up the arse we actually needed for Ed Woodward to go out and actually sign some players. I've heard that Van Gaal was, like, is pissed with Woodward himself because the lack of signings is beyond a joke. Yes, he said he had to assess his team, but after that performance, surely that's enough to suggest we need signings. We're fucked if we don't get signings, and that's coming from a Manchester United fan. That's probably coming from 80% of Manchester United fans. Current crop we've got, especially with all the injuries we have, it's just not good enough. One new signing was eligible to play, and he had an okay game, but that's not the point. We bought the least out of anyone else in the BPL. We finished 7th last season. You know, signing 2 players isn't going to fix it, and one of them's injured now. We need more signings. That is the main thing. If we lose to Sunderland, or I don't even know, I'm going to be so annoyed, and, you know, I don't know, hopefully we can pull it back for Sunderland though. But yeah, we're currently bottom of the league, which is a great start for the era, but I suppose all we can do now is better it. I mean, it can't get much worse than that, but yeah. Let me know your thoughts. You'll be laughing at us if you're not well, especially if you're a Liverpool or a City fan, I suppose. But don't be complete bellends in the comments. But, you know, if you are, oh well, I'll just delete it. So yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed, and yeah, peace. You'll have certainly enjoyed it if you're not a Manchester United fan.